Chicago Cycle Network, and today gonna be a treat. Man, this guy right here, I'll call him for now. I'll call him a baby genius. Okay, but he'll introduce himself, and we'll get to know him, and that's why I think just when I met him, just his energy is just his spirit was just something. I'm like, man, this guy is why I really enjoy biking and meeting new people. Anyway, let's hold on for that. For all the people who have been subscribing and liking the channel and supporting me, all the people who've come on, I really and truly appreciate you guys. You guys understand the mission, the purpose of highlighting Chicago cycling, and you guys are the ones who really make this network a beautiful place. Again, I can't say enough thank you for all the people who have come on so far, who have shared their stories. And I know you guys have been inspirational. So many people I've seen out there like, oh, I didn't know about this, about XYZ, they did that from back in the days. You know, some people learn things about cycling, about different routes to go on and what to do, what not to do. So we all have a story, okay, no matter what you think, you know, whether you're a racer, ride gravel, you know, go to world champions for triathlons, or, you know, you're one of the fastest, best critters in Chicago, one of the fastest road cyclists, it don't matter. The point is you're all here and we make this work. Whether you bike at 10 miles an hour or if you bike at 30 miles an hour, we're all here, and we all make Chicago just this majestical city to be in, and just a place where when people come and they look at our culture, they're like, wow, I want to be a part of this. And we help each other, we support each other. So again, so for all the people again who have been supporting me, I am grateful, I'm thankful, and you guys make it work. So we're going to keep on pushing. We're going to keep on bringing more people, new people, might have some people return to share some new stuff, some updates, but we make this thing fantastical, okay? So today, we have my friend here. He's not Chris Lamb, please, it's a different person.
We have the same last name, though.
We're going to get into all this, which is very interesting, okay? But, man, life is a beautiful thing, and, you know, sometimes, you know, you take one path, and then life says, hey, this is where I'm going to take you, from running to cycling, from all the way from Jamaica to Dallas, Texas, to Miami. Now here I'm in Chicago. And, you know, you learn, you evolve, you grow, you meet new people. And this is what makes life beautiful. So introduce yourself and let's just get the ball rolling. We're going to learn about you. And I think it's amazing. Thank you for being here.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. I appreciate you inviting me. This is such a good opportunity. I appreciate your invitation. So my name is Li Dongling. This is my Chinese legal name, but I usually go by Max. Everybody knows me by Max in the States. I'm from China. I'm international too, so we share a lot of experience coming to the States. It's such a big change. It's such a, you know, huge life experience to go into a different country. And I'm from a city called Jinan in China. It's like north part of China. It's pretty close to our capital, Beijing. It's like an hour of a train. So it's pretty north. The climate is similar to Chicago. And I went to before college, I went to high school in China. So 18 years of my life, I was in China. And I moved to Florida for my undergrad. I went to University of Florida. Go Gators.
Ooh.
Go Gators, right? And I finished my undergrad last year. So I finished my undergrad in 2 years. And I moved to Chicago for my PT program. And
Wait. Stop. You finished your undergrad in 2 years, in undergrad 4 years.
Yes, in the 4 years institute.
So please explain.
Right. Yeah. So just for context, I'm 21 right now, and I'm in second year of my physical therapy program. So when I finished my college, I was like 20 years old, and basically I took a lot of AP classes when I was in high school. I took like 15 of them. I got 5 in most of them. So I got to skip all the science courses in college. So I didn't take any of the bio, chem.
No intra-class.
No any intra-class. I didn't take calculus. I didn't take econ. None of those because I already had my AP credits. So I just went straight into my major classes.
So you're like, oh, those are high school classes. Nah, I don't want
Yeah, they're pretty easy. I mean, I didn't even... Yeah, I would say it's extremely easy, but I put some effort in high school, so I don't have to do it in college. But anyways, I just jumped straight into my major classes. I major in kinesiology. So we call it applied physiology, kinesiology. It's just a fancy way to say sport science. So I went straight into like anatomy, physiology, sports nutrition, stuff like that. And I work in the summer. I take classes in the summer. So
Smart man.
yeah, so the whole summer is like full schedule. I got 18 credits every semester, which is the max UF allowed me to take. 18 every semester, 6 semester nonstop. I didn't go home. I didn't go anywhere. I was just in school for 2 years, and boom, here I am.
2 years.
2 years.
So I really hope my kids will watch this because you're a great example of what it takes to get what you need to get done. Take care of business. I went to school in college. I did 4 years because I didn't know better. So when I finished college, I had maybe about like 20 extra credits because I didn't know I had to do what I need to do. So I was pulling all the classes. I was taking classes I didn't anyway need. But to be a full-time student and to keep my scholarship in my last semester, I had to take a bunch of credits so I could be a full-time student.
Yeah.
So I can stay on campus.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's another story. Yeah.
Yeah, it takes a lot of scheduling.
Yeah, a lot of scheduling, but again, I wasn't as advanced. But it's okay. I got my bachelor's in biology, as you know.
There you go.
And after 4 years with some concentration in chemistry, physics, and mathematics. So I had all that stuff. I was fed out in Jamaica. I was fed out all that stuff in Jamaica, so it kind of worked out. But yeah, back to you. College in 2 years. That's remarkable. I mean,
thanks.
I really hope my kids can watch this and be as inspired by someone like Max, because I tell them, if you want to get it done and done, this is what you got to do. Summertime, you're hitting the books.
I was not only doing classes, I was doing shadowing, because if you want to go to med school, any of the healthcare profession, they require you to go into the clinic, go into the hospital, and actually see people doing these. So basically every day is like in the morning, I take 4 hours of classes, and then I would ride my bike because I don't have a car. I would ride my bike so 10 miles away to the clinic and shadow all of these clinicians doing their physical therapy session for, 6-8 hours. Come back home after like 8, it's already dark, ride my bike 10 miles back to my dorm every single day in summer. So summer is actually the busiest time, because I actually get a chance to go to the clinic. In the fall, in the spring, I have too many classes. I don't get a chance to go to the clinic and watch. But in the summer, man, I was like, I'm gonna get this done. I don't care. I'm gonna get this done. It's a torture for me right now. It's really busy. I hate this, but I know I want to do this in the future. I know I'm not gonna like every single moment of it.
Correct.
But in the long term, I love what I'm doing. So that was my mindset.
And I bet that translates into your cycling. But we're going to hold off on cycling for a little bit, because you mentioned that where you're from in China. What's the name of your town that you're from in China?
I'm from a city called Jinan, which means the south of the river, Ji. Mm-hmm. It's a river called Ji, and Nan meaning south. So I'm from Jinan. It's a capital city of Shandong province. It's a big city. We have 9 million population. So it's a little bigger than New York. But it's a medium-sized city in China. So that
with 9 million people. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Exactly.
So you mentioned that you're about 30 minutes away from a famous factory, a beer factory. What's
yes.
Yeah. For people who don't know, you can tell them what's the name of this beer, and then I'll tell my story about that. So
yeah, it's a brand called Qingdao. It's a name of another city in my province, but actually the factory is in my city for some reasons. It's 2 different cities, but the factory is in my city. And they produce these beers in, basically you bring a plastic bag to the factory. And you would just pour the beer into the plastic bag, and you would bring it home, put a straw in it, and you could just drink out of the plastic beer. The bag
like a snow cone of some sort.
Yes, exactly. You don't put it into the bottle. You can just drink it from the plastic bag. But that's a factory that's really close to my home, and my dad would bring the beer back home all the time.
Wow.
It's like a culture in my province to have a little beer, have a little drink. It's like part of our
Is there
culture.
like a big age limit on drinking in
There is, but not as strict. Not as strict.
Gotcha. Because I mean, in Jamaica we don't have that. Okay, so if you can talk in Jamaica, you can buy alcohol, but we know that it's not yours. It's gonna be like for your father, your mother, somebody's in the shop to buy some alcohol. So we don't have any, and nobody really have a big.
Yeah, in China it's the same. Nobody really cares.
Nobody cares about it.
Yeah, nobody really cares. You just go get it.
You just go get it.
Yeah,
perfect. So that's pretty cool. And I told him a story about with the Jingtao beer, is that when I was in grad school, the lab I was in grad school, it was myself. I'm Jamaican. The PI, which is the principal investigator, Dr. Ilya Besprasvani, head of the lab, and then everybody else were from somewhere from China. Okay, so every Chinese New Year, sometime in February or January, something like that, we would go to one of my friends' lab person's house and we make Chinese dumplings and we'll fry them or whatever, steam them, and then they'll take buy a bunch of like moon cake, and we'll have moon cake. That was the coolest time of my life.
That's awesome.
Experiencing the Chinese culture and how to pronounce different names. We kind of had this really bad culture in the lab, which in retrospect, this wasn't the coolest thing because we didn't want to butcher people's name. So the PI guy would basically give all of the person the name, American name.
Mm.
So we had like Tracy, we had like let me see, there was Wa, but we kept Wa name because we could pronounce her name, but Tiashan, you know, where everybody got their names translated as American.
Yeah, different names.
So we didn't have to butcher your name.
Yeah.
So that was like a culture. There was Vicky, which wasn't a real name anyway.
Right. And Max is not a real name either.
Exactly. But it's just simple because of how we pronounce things, and we just. But again, we should spend some time trying to learn people's culture, learn pronounce your name correctly.
Yeah.
It shows some level of respect and thought.
Yeah.
But again,
I agree.
When you're in grad school, things are so fast. You're like, oh my God. And then I have my Jamaican accent. So pronouncing some of those words were just like next to impossible. Because in my mind, I'm saying what you're telling me. But when I say it,
it's a different thing.
It's a different thing.
Right. Yeah.
And they're like, no, that's not. I'm like, okay, never mind. Okay, all right. So
it happens.
Let's just stick to Tracy for now.
Let's stay with Max for now.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's fantastic. So what are you studying now? You're in school now. So what are you studying now? So I see you have your
Northwestern. So I'm at Northwestern studying physical therapy right now. We're part of a med school, so we're in med school. This is a doctorate program, so I'm gonna earn my doctorate in physical therapy in like a year and a half.
So 2 years college.
2 years college. 3 years.
You skip your masters.
I didn't do masters.
And now you're doing 3 years, and then you'll be Dr. Lin.
I would be a doctor of physical therapy.
Yes. Hey, it is.
Yes.
I have a PhD, okay, in neuroscience. I am also Dr. Nelson. All my friends call me Omar Rama, but professionally it is
Dr. Nelson.
Dr. Nelson. But it's fine. I don't get caught up. PhDs don't really care too much about that stuff. MDs is like sometimes I go to meetings and I'm like, oh, hey, John, da, da, da. And they're like, oh, I'm Dr. whatever. I'm like, oh. We're using our doctor names. I didn't realize that. Oh, yeah, it's Dr. Nelson. So, you know, there's all these egos and testosterone, and you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
In grad school, PhDs are like first name basis. Don't call me all that stuff. That sounds weird, right? But we're cool at it. This is fantastic. Congratulations, all the best, and we're cheering for you. I mean, I know you don't need it because you already understand the assignment, and you're getting it done. So the question is, how did you get into cycling?
Oh, this is a long story, I guess. I started actually in China. I started when I was in last year of my middle school, actually. So I was 14, and I was just seeing my friends riding these cool road bikes with the handlebar this way, because all the bikes in China be like, just for context, China doesn't really have all those road bike culture or any of the bike culture, like a competitive bike culture back in my days in middle school. It only got developed after I'd say 2019, 2020-ish. So it's pretty much a new sport in China. People ride bikes, but not.
But don't all bikes are made in China?
Yes, that's a thing. All bikes are from China, but way back in the days, people don't really ride bikes for, not competitively or in a big group or something. The culture is not that popular. So I just got into the bike because I saw my friends riding a bike. So I borrowed a bike. I was like, I want to have a try. That looks pretty cool. So I got a try. I got obsessive with it because in my city, there are low climbs. It's not like Chicago. Chicago's flat. But in my city, there are low climbs. There are mountains. And there's a climb called Pirate Climb. So this is named after Marco Pantani. Way back in the days.
Gotcha.
Before I was born. And it's called Pirate Climb because it's so steep. It's 12% all the way up for half a mile in the city. So it's pretty rare in the city. You have all these big climbs, unless you were San Francisco or somewhere. But our city has this climb, and it's a big goal for every cyclist to finish that, just to climb it to the top. So I was like, I may as well have a try. So I borrowed a bike. I climbed it up there. I was like, oh, that feels so freaking good. I felt like I'm conquering something, because in middle school, in China, middle school is so competitive. We got to go to this big placement exam before high school, and we got a score, we got ranked, and decided which high school you got to go. based on your score and ranking. It was really stressful. But taking the time off on my bike and actually feel like I'm accomplishing something is a different feeling. So I started there. And then first year of my high school, COVID hit. And it's COVID in China. So it's the worst thing in the world to have COVID time and stay in China, I'd say. The first year, that was horrible. We were locked down the whole time. No classes. Well, I mean, we have online classes. Nobody's on the street. We don't get to go out. All communities locked down. Everybody is depressed. But it was at that time I started to be like, oh, I don't have to go to school now, because school is like 6 in the morning, goes on all the way until 9 at night. So it doesn't leave me any time to train or ride my bike. But now we're all at home. So I was like, I may as well just ride my bike indoor, get a trainer, and then listen to classes while I was riding. So I did that. And I actually started to studying some training stuff. I was like, oh, I can do interval. Oh, I can do endurance, whatever.
So what trainer were you using?
I was using a Chinese one. It's called Majin. It's a
Majin is picking up now. Patrick reviews a bunch of Majin.
Yeah. A lot of my riders are sponsored by Majin, and I got a lot of Majin products back home. It's like so many years ago. It's like 5 years ago when it's not an international brand yet. It's only in China, but they have some cheap stuff, and I was using those. I was studying all the books, the Training and Racing with Power Meter from Joe. That's an awesome book. I love it. And that's how I kind of started cycling, and also my interest in sports science, because I was in high school. I was only a first year high school student, and I was studying all these. I'd be like, oh, why are you doing interval? Oh, what is endurance? What is aerobic? What is anaerobic? All these concepts start to get into my head. I was like, that's interesting. It's actually something I really want to know. And while I was in school, it's like biology, chemistry, physics. I was like, yeah, I've been learning these stuff, but I don't have the similar extent of interest in those compared to I do with sports science stuff. So I started to kind of train myself. And then the first year of my training was in high school, after the first kind of COVID
wave.
After the first wave, we got to go out a little bit. All kind of activities are resuming. And then I went for a ride with the province team in my province. So we have like province team below national team. It's like the reserve for national team. I went for a ride and I met the province team, the city team. And I actually dropped most of the riders on the team. And the coach asked me, do you want to join our city team to become like a professional rider? And in China, it's like being an athlete and being a student is not compatible. So if you're an athlete, you are not a student. If you're a student, you can't be an athlete. So people have this bias, have the stereotype of athlete don't study, students don't be athlete. So, and I just told the coach like, oh, I ranked 200 out of 100K student when I did this placement exam.
That's high.
That's awesome. I was like 0.1% when I did this test, and I went to the best high school, and I really don't have the time. And I don't think you want a student like me, because, you know, I'm not a typical athlete you think about who can't really do any academic study. And the coach will be like, oh, go back to school. Just go back to study. Don't be a professional athlete. I'll be like, no, I still want to try. I still want to work my way to be stronger. Maybe I will not get into the team and compete with the team, but I like this. I like to improve. Like, I like to see my progression over time. I'm not training as much as you all are doing, but I'm still dropping most for your team. And I was like, that's something. I'm getting somewhere with my like scientific training stuff. So then I just keep going on my high school until the last year of my high school. This is like a turning point in my life, I'd say. Because that year when I was trained, this is before I started the senior year of my high school. In China, there are only 3 years of high school. So it's the last year of high school. Before that, I was training in the mountains, and there was a descent. There's a huge bump on the road. It's the same color as the road. I didn't see it. I was descending. It's really steep, like 20%. And I just hit the bump, fly off my bike, and I broke my collarbone.
Oh man, so unfortunate.
Yeah, it's okay. It's at the time I was like, oh, I'm fucked. Like I'm screwed, because in China, once you break a bone, it's really serious. basically the entire career is over because that's such a serious injury in China. You don't get a rehab. There's no rehab in China, no sports rehab. So if you got any major injury like that, you're retired. I was 16. And my surgeon, it was an open fracture. It's pretty nasty. And I was rescued by two of the strangers in the mountains. It's like 50 miles away from the city. I was rescued. I was rushed into the hospital. I did the surgery that night, put 2 needles and the plate into my collarbone, had to fix it. And the surgeon just told me, like, you have to lay down for 3 months, no cycling, no nothing. I don't care if you're competitive or not. I don't care about your fitness. Just rest. That's what my surgeon told me. I was 16. I was devastated. I was like, how is that even possible? Because this is like my dream now. Even though I'm a student, I know I'm an international student. I know I'm going to go to the United States or somewhere else for college, but I still want to be at the best shape as a cyclist. I still want to be competitive, and I want to feel myself accomplishing something, but outside of school, which is not that a normal thing for Chinese students. Most of the students don't have their own thing outside of school. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, this is my identity. And you are calling me out. You're saying you don't get to do this for the rest of your life. You're like, that's impossible. And at the same year, it was when Thomas Pidcock, he broke his collarbone at the beginning of the year. Yeah. And then he won the Olympic gold medal in mountain bike. Same year, Matej Mohoric, he broke his collarbone, the like springtime, April or something. And then he went to Tour de France and won 2 stages. So I was lying on the bed. I was lying on the bed at the hospital. It was the time of Tour de France after Mohoric won. I was like, there must be a way. Dude broke his collarbone like 2 months ago, and now he's winning stages. There must be a way. So I was lying at the hospital bed. I just look up on Google. Google is illegal in China. I got some.
It didn't say that. It didn't say that.
Yeah, it's banned in China. A lot of things are banned in China. But I just look up the resources on Google because it's in English. Not many people in China could read English. And I was international, so I got to read all these resources online in English from like Mayo Clinic, from Johns Hopkins Hospital. They have this rehab protocols. And I was like, that's interesting because my surgeon told me there's a rehab protocol I can do.
Yeah, so I remember you said that. So if you break a bone, that's it. There's like no more activity. There's no rehab. So there's no rehab system in China or where you're from.
There are some rehabs, but they're not like a very systematic rehab like here. It's not physical therapy per se. It's more like, oh, now you are still alive. You can still lift the bottle up the table. You're fine. That's their goal. Like, it's easy to get there. The so-called rehab is not, like a process. It's just giving you some of the exercise to do after a couple months of rest. And now you are still functional. You're good to go. But for me, for all these athletes out there breaking a bone or straining a muscle or whatever, all having all these injuries, our goal is to perform, to back to the higher level, which is a different thing from just picking up the bottle. Like I know I need to strengthen my rotator cuff. I know what I need to do. I need to recover my range of motion and look at my nerves, blah, 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 because now I'm a professional. But when I was 16, I didn't know all about those. And my surgeon didn't tell me any of those. So I like, he's like, there's no way you can go back. Like, you just need to lay down for 3 months, no cycling. It's my arm, like my legs. Why? It doesn't even make any sense because this is a whole like system and responsibility stuff. Like the surgeon because they see some people re-break their bone after the surgery and they don't want to
deal with it again.
Yeah, they don't want to see me doing that. I understand that. It's not their fault to be conservative.
Right, but again, taking advice from a surgeon, maybe not the best thing. It takes advice from a PT person because they have their own ideas of things. So
yeah, they didn't really study any of this. We were studying as PT, so take it with the grain of salt. So that's my advice for all of you all out there trying to seek advice from healthcare professions, especially surgeons. They could be pretty much different from what PT are thinking.
Yeah. So I mean, I was just sitting and listening, and I'm like, so basically, at 16, you were doing your biking indoors because of COVID, led to you picking your career path? So
Pretty much.
before that, you didn't. What was your dream or what your parents say you should become? Did they say anything?
Now, before cycling, before the sports science stuff, I really want to do nutrition. I ranked #1 in China for one of the nutrition competition
This guy.
for 3 times
Wow.
in a row. So I was huge in nutrition. I was like, I got to do this. Like, I felt like I'm talented because like it feels easy. I didn't really realize I ranked #1 until my teacher told me. It was like, you're the #1 in the
you
country.
said in China?
Yeah, in China, in the whole country. I
Okay.
ranked #1.
How many people in China again?
Ooh, a lot.
Like close to 1 billion? Or something like, how many? Because I'm trying to put the number. If you're #1 in the entire China.
I mean, not many students are doing that. It's like a couple thousand students doing that competition, but still, it's
But you're still #1. I mean, #1 is #1.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it was way back in the days. It's high school, so yeah.
I mean, to rank anything in high school, anywhere, no matter where you're from, that is pretty remarkable.
Thank you.
And 3 times.
Yeah, I was really into nutrition, but then I transferred the idea because nutrition is related to sports too. Now I'm doing
Exactly.
sports
So now
nutrition.
you're gonna bring your nutrition, I guess talent or your passion for nutrition into what you're doing now, which is a PT, and you can actually combine these fields and
Yeah.
kind of help people to heal better. Realize it's not just, hey, don't do this. Nutrition is important. Exercise, how the neurons work, or the muscle, all these different things. That's pretty cool. That life kind of, you have all these events happen, and they kind of help to pick you down the path that you are now, and here you're pursuing. And
Yeah.
just by talking to you, I can tell there's a lot of passion.
Yeah,
You're passionate, and I think you're good at what you do. You have those 2 things, because as you learn, a lot of people go into some field of some sort because they're passionate about it. But it's great. But not only should you do something you're passionate about, but do something you're good at doing. Very important.
Very important. I agree.
Because passion can take you so much far. But if you're good at something, you're combining those things. So, I mean, I am looking for some great things. So you came from get your inspiration from working with your Imagine products and break a shoulder, and you're like, wait a minute, PT,
I can do something
about it, and you've done something about it. So fast forward from China to the US. So how did you get from China to the US for school? Like how did that go?
Yeah, I said I went to international high school in China. So all of our students in class, they're planning to go abroad for their college. And that's why I started AP when I was in college, the advanced placement exam. Yeah, it's college courses.
Mm-hmm.
And I was applying for all these colleges all over the world. I applied for UK, I applied for Australia, I applied for Canada, and then US. But I know I want to go to US because there are the most opportunities here. Like American dreams, like you really gotta do what you want to do.
So why did you pick UF?
So I applied most of the colleges for sports science kinesiology.
And UF has a good program, I
guess.
Yeah,
UF really has a good program. And there are some other schools I got accepted in, like NYU, a lot of UC schools, but they're not like specifically kinesiology programs. I really want to study this after what I've been through. I was like, I need to understand this. I feel like this is going to be helpful, not only for me, but also for people around me, for all these people I want to help. And then I picked UF, and UF has our athletics program is good. Like we see all these actual NCAA D1 high level athletes. Actually, in the World Championship, it's like 3 days ago, one of the athletes I worked with when I was in UF, he won the World Championship.
Oh, wow.
Genoa. Like I was like, holy shit. I was texting him, holy shit, bro, you did 43.9 for 400. He's the fastest leg in the whole competition. Bro, what the fuck? And he's like, thank you. Yeah. We literally work together. Like that's
pretty cool.
Yeah, like that's one of the reasons I picked
get him into cycling.
Yeah, get him into cycling. He's gonna be huge in cycling.
Wow, that's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
So you came here, you're doing well. By the way, you keep on saying UF. Keep in mind, I did my postdoc fellowship at University of Miami, so I'm Hurricane, all about you. But it's okay. We're Floridians.
We're Floridians.
Which counts. I got a friend of mine, Matt Rosenberg. He eats, sleep, dream, University of Miami. He was there when the Rock was going there. So he's a big UM fan. I mean, this guy, of all this stuff. Anything even for UM, he would like worship it forever. But University of Miami. But I was in the medical campus. I went to the undergrad campus maybe 5 times in 9 years.
It's pretty big.
Because it's really far south, and I was on the medical campus. I was at University, Miller School of Medicine, which is like close to downtown. So I almost never go down to Coral Gables. That's another story. But yeah. So you came here. So by the time you got to the US, you're already healed up. Your shoulders all healed up and everything already.
Pretty much. I took out the plate and needles before I came here. So it's already gone, and pretty much it's already healed up. I still have some residual issues. Even until nowadays, it's numb. I think it's because I didn't really take care of the early phase of the healing. But
this year it's in bed.
Yeah. It happens.
All right. So you came here. So now this is where your journey begins now. Cycling the US.
Oh, it's a big difference.
Yes. So at UF, what do you do? You do cycling at UF or?
Yeah, I race for UF teams. So we call it Team Florida. But I race for the team. When I was at UF, it's not a big team. So UF cycling team has a long history, but at my time, it's kind of like a gap between the popular time of cycling culture in UF. So I didn't have a lot of chances to go to races. I went to local races. I went to some races around.
So were those races crits or roads or so you?
Mostly roads. I did a few crits. I was like, I'm not for this. I'm too small. Like when I was trying to bump into people,
you just bounce off.
Yeah, I just bumped myself away. Like
so you probably have the because I'm looking at your frame. So what kind of rider do you think you'd be? More like a climber? Or?
I'm very punchy. I'm very, very punchy. My 1 minute is like 11 watts per kilo. I was doing all this KOM hunting when I was traveling the past month. Like all this 1 minute climb, I got the KOM so easy with any of those. I just pick one and get it. Like 600 watts up there, nobody's gonna beat me. So that's what I'm good at. But like 1 minute, 2 minutes effort. People see me, they're like, "Oh, you're a climber." I'm like, not really. I can do 5 watts for 20, 30 minutes, but not nearly at the level of top climbers.
Right, but because of your weight, your watts per kg. I mean, your watts per kg. If I do your watts per kg,
you're gonna be so much faster.
No, I'll be lighter because I'm heavier. I probably have about 40 pounds, 50 pounds heavier than you.
Yeah, I'm 125.
Oh.
Yeah.
I am maybe like 50 pounds heavier than you. So if we're doing the same wattage, for example, if you're putting on 300 watts and I'm pushing on 300 watts, watts per kg, but my watts per kg will be like, I'll get dropped every single time.
Yeah, that's true.
Especially on a climb.
That's true.
Maybe on a flat would probably be okay.
Yeah, it would be about the same.
Wow, yeah. So that's you're 125. Oh my God. I don't remember ever being 125 in my entire life. When I came to the US, I was 160, 165.
My frame is small. And I'm Asian.
I was 18 when I came here, and I was never. Maybe when I was in maybe when I was in middle school, I was 125. I've never seen that weight ever.
Not so good for Florida and Chicago. So flat.
Exactly. So you need to be very punchy. So you're more punchy. So what's like one of the most memorable rides you've done, like when you're in Florida?
Oh, it must be the one before I turned 19. So the first year, like the second month I was in Florida in the United States, it was a century ride. It was like a competitive group ride. It's not really a race, but I ended up winning that competitive group ride. And then since then, everybody kind of knew me. They were like, "Oh, this kid," because you don't see a lot of Asian kids riding bikes in the United States, especially like actual international students. Chinese students, they don't really do sports, so they're like, "Oh, this." I'm just in the group, and this Asian kid, he's just a kid. He's not a threat. But yeah, and I won that race. I sold for 10 miles or something. It's like 110, 120 minutes. It's a long race. But I soloed. I finished first place, and I posted on my WeChat, which is the Chinese social media. I was like, "This is my birthday present. This is my present for myself, the first present in the United States." I was like, that's a sign of me actually started to experience and started to be part of this society, be part of this community, be part of this group. Because to me, like you said in the beginning, this community is so beautiful. Being in a community is such an honor. I feel like after that ride, that's all, like people start to respect me. People start to feel like, oh, you are part of us. And in all those group rides, they will invite me into it. They will invite me into the small groups where people post rides. I was like, I was really touched. Like, it means a lot to me to be in this community. I'm international. I barely speak any English at the time. Not barely, but I didn't speak as good. And I don't know anybody in the States. I don't know any students in the States. A lot of these college kids, they went to college with all those students they know. Maybe they went to high school together. But like, I know nobody in this community. After all these people come to me like, oh, you should join this, right? You should join that. Like, yes. Hell yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, unfortunately, fortunately, sometimes you have to basically prove yourself to yourself first, which is most important. And then once you prove yourself to people, then everyone will come. And as I always tell my friends that people tend to bid on the horse that already won.
Yes.
So once they're like, whoa, this guy won a 100-mile race, all right, competitively, he sold it and he won, is like, mad respect.
Yeah.
And not only that, another key important thing is what I was told by one of my mentors, my postdoc mentor, Grace Zai, is that if you can exceed people's expectations of you, then you're winning 10 times.
That's going to be huge.
Right? Because they see you, oh, Asian kid, maybe just good at mathematics and physics and blah, blah. I mean, that's just a stereotype, right? I'm Jamaican. Oh, he's a good sprinter, he's a good runner, blah, blah. And then they realize, oh, he cycles and I can handle myself on the bike. I'm an old man. I'm pretty old. I could be a father.
Age is just a number. Age is just a number.
Correct, right? So I'm happy that you have actually find some way to integrate yourself in Florida. And now from Florida, now you're here. So one more thing in Florida. So you tried crit racing and then you're like, this is not for me. It's like, what was some of the race that you did that you're like, yeah, no?
I did this, it's called Swamp Classic, UF Swamp Go Gators. It's like the Swamp Classic is a local race. That one, I crashed the last lap or the one before sprint or something. It's just like, I wasn't at the high group. So people ride pretty sketchy. Like I have the fitness, but my license is not at a high level. You know what I mean? So I'm in all these people who ride in the sketchy way and they're aggressive.
And what cat was this?
College B, I think.
B? Oh, yeah. I don't know the rules in college. I have no idea.
College B is like cat 3, I think.
Oh, you're doing cat 3. That's solid.
Yeah, I was doing college B, but these crits, the tempo and the way they ride, it's just I don't like the tempo. I'm more, like I said, I'm more of a punchy person. I like longer races, like 100-mile races. I have the power to keep me going, but to like these acceleration, deceleration, cornering, acceleration, deceleration, cornering, it's like, I like watching it. I love watching them. I was at St. Louis for Gateway Cup. I was at Chicago Grip. I was with Waldo Cycling. I was hanging out with all these, Lucas Burgoy, Luke, and all these Cadence Cycling people. They're in our house. We were hanging out. And
so did you know of you back then? So you hanging out with these guys, or you just met them and like, hey, I'm gonna go talk to these people?
Oh, Waldo Cycling, these people know all these people all over the like Cadence Cycling teams. So we kind of just know each other.
Gotcha. Yeah. Oh, yeah, so you're also famous in the biking world?
Not really. I have some famous friends. That's what I would say.
Gotcha. Okay. So Florida, Chicago.
Florida, Chicago.
All right. How is it like biking in Chicago?
Oh, it's so different. Chicago has so much bigger groups, and the route, because Florida, Gainesville, mid of nowhere, you can literally just ride 5 hours nonstop. There's no stoplight, no cars, nothing in the street. But here it's really busy. The first day I remember, so I landed here, and the very next day I went for the Sunday ride with the Evolution. It was almost like a trauma because so many stoplights. I was like, we're stopping every 5 minutes. I was like, what are we doing here?
I think I remember that one time. I think Tim had mentioned that, hey, there's some new Asian kid in town, and he was at the front like the entire time. And I'm like, so I think they was talking about you because I wasn't there because I'm Evolution,
Yeah,
so I was with Evolution from when they were done as Sprocket,
yeah,
and then they changed and I'm still with them, but I've gone to some of the Thursday rides
Yeah.
and stuff. So wow, so you came here went straight. Wait a minute, I helped you to ship your bike from Florida to here, right?
I think I asked you about it, but I ended up just bringing myself. I did
Okay, gotcha.
definitely asked you about it.
Gotcha.
That was that's like a year and a half ago. You still remember that?
Yeah, I remember because I said, oh, how do you ship bike? And I'm like, oh, you can, access bike shop and everything.
Yeah. I was asking in the group chat, the Evolution, the Discord, and I think you texted me. I was like, oh, yeah. But I ended up bringing myself. I have a box. But yeah,
Wow, that's okay. So Evolution. So are you biking with any specific team now here?
Not really.
Or just busy with school and.
Yeah, the thing about school, I'm downtown. My school is downtown, and every ride is like so up north. And I'm not really in the area where people ride. I mean, I'm on the lakefront trail all the time. I got all the local lakefront trails because that's the only place I ride. So it's kind of hard to get connected with the community up here. So I'm not really attached with any team, and also school is so busy. My class is like every day 8 to 5, and weekend I gotta work. I'm a coach, so I gotta work with my athletes in the weekend. And also making TikTok. I'm making TikTok, the Chinese TikTok. You can't really find me on the United States TikTok. It's a different one. I have 14K followers on the TikTok.
Oh, wow.
So I need to make some content.
And what content are you making?
Sports science, cycling training, some of them like gait analysis. I do running. I coach runners too. So all those sports related stuff.
So you're coaching people running and cycling or just going to PT stuff. What do you?
All of them. All of them.
Wow.
Yes.
How many people are we talking about here?
Currently I'm coaching 21 athletes right now. Yeah. But in the past years I've coached around 120-ish. I think the turnover is pretty fast, so people come and go. But past year I've coached like around 120 athletes. Currently 20. Some not
when you say coach, you mean coaching them from a PT perspective or to get better or how to?
Oh, mostly like performance, cycling performance, not really like PT. If they need PT, I can help, but mostly cycling. I use the training peaks. They're all in China, so we just communicate through the social media and the way to push the plan.
So you have a plan and
I make plans for them and they give me feedback
and these are paid athletes.
Yeah, these are paid athletes.
Wow, look at that! Look at you.
It's covering all my rent and stuff.
You're also a hustler too. I like it.
Yeah, so I'm really busy. That's really taking me away from actual races, and also races are risky. If you
that's the reason why I don't do crits. I mean, you probably never ever see me in a crit.
Right.
Because I am an old man now, and and I just don't want to have any problems. You see, I met my kids upstairs, and I'm like. Yeah, what I do for you guys, I go to the Wednesday night ride and all the fast rides and the group rides and I'm on all the different groups, but that's about it for me.
Yeah, I agree.
Because we ride fast to come people, we're not trying to kill each other. In crits, people try to kill each other.
Exactly.
Like, because you're trying to win. And I'm like, no, it's not worth the risk for me anymore.
Yeah.
For sure, if I didn't have this age, didn't have any family and any kids, whatever, I think I'd be racing. For sure. So,
it's just sometimes we have too many concerns that keep us away from doing the risky stuff. I mean, it kind of doesn't make sense for me. I'm so young. I'm 21, but I just have a lot of concerns. Like I'm Chinese. It's like kind of the nature of Chinese to have a lot of concerns. Like I need to finish school. I have a lot of things to do. If I ever crash, I'm not afraid of getting injured. Like it doesn't matter to me. I'm getting injured. But getting injured really take me away from my work and I have to slow down for a lot of other things I want to do in my life.
Right.
If I'm racing full time, like I don't care if I get injured, but I have so many other things I like to do. I want to do my PT. I want to finish my PT school. I want to, go get, have communication with more athletes. I want to talk with more people, but crashing, getting injured, that's a pain in the ass.
Agreed. So any plans for this year for cycling? Are you going to keep on with your school stuff? Do you have any races, anything you're looking into coming up? Anything you have?
Yeah, before the school started this semester, we started 3 weeks ago. I was really looking into the Race to Lake. It already finished.
Yeah.
I did that last year. I won my age group. I forgot overall, but I won my age group last year, so I was like, I want to do it this year, but I was out of town for that race, so I didn't do it. Now it's getting a little colder now as the time goes. It's gonna be in the winter soon, and it's like I'm just gonna try to keep my fitness. That's generally how I've been doing in the past year after I left Florida. Just keep my fitness high. I can still do 300 watts for 20 minutes. I'm still at 5 watts level.
At 125 and to push out that many watts, that's solid.
Yeah, so I'm just trying to keep there. I'm not even trying to push it higher.
Yeah, I mean, I can do that for 20 minutes and whatever, but I'm way heavier than you, so my watts per kg is like 3.8, 3.9 when you're over 5 because of our weight difference. And
yeah, I'm at like 5.2, 5.3 with that. So I just keep my fitness high. I don't really have a lot of time. I'm training like 8 hours a week. Not really a lot. It takes a lot of coordination to keep the fitness that high with
I probably do like maybe week of riding. I average between 15 to 20 hours a week.
Right. Yeah. My big weeks are like 10, 12. Wow. Yeah. I really don't have
because
time.
You're busy. You're just busy.
Yeah.
So if you're putting the hours I'm putting in, then you'll be like.
Yeah, that's when I was back in the high school days, COVID time. I was really putting big hours. That's how I got to drop all these, actual professional athletes. I mean, I have about the same power when I was back in high school. I was even lighter. I was like 115, 120. So I
am. My son upstairs, William. He's 8 years old. He's 145 pounds.
This is the heaviest I've ever been in my life.
Wow.
Yes.
That's remarkable. And if you can have that weight and push out that watts, you're already at a high level.
Yeah.
Easily. You probably will do about, I don't know, 43 minutes, 41 minutes on out the Zwift. Have you done it before?
Oh yeah. I did a little over 40. I don't remember. That's a couple years ago.
Yeah, I've only done like 50 minutes a couple times. That's it.
Yeah, 50 minutes is like the zone 2. So.
Yeah. Thanks.
But still, we're in Chicago.
Again, mind you, that's me doing over 300 watts.
Yeah.
For 50 something minutes, and I only get me like in 50 minutes.
Yeah.
And you do the same wattage, and you get in like 10 minutes before I do because of our weight difference.
I'm just so light.
Yeah.
But in Chicago, it doesn't help. That doesn't help that much.
And that's how we can always be in a group together, because you have all these strong guys. Like one day I was trying to keep up with Christopher Lamb on Zwift. I couldn't because of our weight difference.
Yeah.
I'm like 30, 40 pounds more than him. And on the straightaway, we're okay. Once I start doing climbing, he just
it's all about walking.
He just gets away. He just gets away.
It's tough.
I was laughing a couple of days ago because I was on Zwift, and Coco and Jeannie met and Tempest, and it's on flat, right? So all the group were mixed up together.
Yeah.
But then they come out of the I think it was on TikTok to go up on a little climb right there.
Yeah.
And my God, Genie just dropped Coco just like this.
Everything split up.
On the flat, where all the people were like, "Oh, look at this, we're all together, Genie and Constant and blah blah." I was trying to climb, all of a sudden, so I'm like, yes,
everything stretch out.
Watts does matter.
Watts doesn't matter.
On climbs. Just disappear like wow. So I typed in Zwift. Genie just Tadej Pogačar, Coco.
Yeah.
Just dropped.
Oh, actually, fun fact. When I was in Florida, I worked with one of the one person in my lab. When I was in Florida, she was an assistant coach for Pogačar back in the days. She worked under Dr. Inigo San Millán. So she's like an exercise scientist, and she has all these cool pictures with Tadej Pogačar before Pogačar even got famous.
I mean, he's been biking all his life. I saw a picture of when he was young. I'm like,
he's like tiny. He's a kid. But we're still in contact, and we've been still talking about exercise tests and stuff, because for the past couple of weeks, I was doing my clinical rotation in the clinic, and my instructor, he's like a PhD student at UIC, and we did all sort of metabolic tests, like the put on a mask and put you on the treadmill. Mm-hmm. We did a lot of those, collected a lot of data from patients, and I've been like talking with this person, my friend back in Florida, just how this exercise testing is playing through a role of patients or athletes training. It's really interesting to see the data, the science, like the And she's telling me how impressive those pros are. If you look at the data, the actual physiology data, if you know what does it mean, you're gonna be holy shit! It just explodes your head.
Well, if you guys ever need anybody for testing like because I need to know what I don't know my VO2 max is, I don't know my lactose, I don't know. So if you guys ever need a patient zero or a patient, let me know.
Right?
I'll get enrolled in one of you guys' trials because I have no idea about these different things. I just literally I go on the bike and my number one goal is from bringing my running experience is when I get on the bike, I want to get off the bike, feel the same exact way. So I want to maintain my internal engine. So, I keep up on my electrolyte, my carbs, everything. So, because that's the way, if you bonk, you bonk, right? So my goal is just to stay plus or minus within a certain range, threshold. My goal is any group ride I'm on, that's my goal. Because if I stay within when I'm fresh, I'm going to be just as fine for any distance, anything. So I make sure I'm eating my carbs, my electrolyte, all this stuff. And that's what I do.
I hear that you want to be in control.
Exactly.
Basically, be in control. But
and I don't want to bonk because I have a big fear. I have a big fear of getting dropped. It's like, that's a run rule I have for biking. No matter who I'm biking with, how fast the group is going, don't get dropped. And you understand certain drafting rules and stuff. If you can jump back on people's wheel and stuff, you'll be all right. But just don't. I get dropped one time from a pro, but that's okay. He ripped he said he ripped my ripcord because I was biking and I tell him, hey, you want to take a pull? And he kept on saying, no. And he drained me. And then when he drained me, he went,
bam.
There he was. I had nothing in the tank for him. I'm like, but now I'm smarter now.
Right?
It never happened to me again. I'm like, nope, if you want to pull, I'm going to slow down. I'm going to get off the bike because you have to pull. You're going to kill me and then you take over. People do that. It's a strategy, which is fine.
Very important to pace yourself. Know your limit.
Exactly. I mean, I knew my limit, but I thought he was tired, so I was trying to help him.
Yeah, and
then he knew what he was doing, and then he
was bluffing.
He was bluffing, and then he just hit me. I'm like, really? Okay, cool. Anyway, that's pretty awesome. Yeah. So, how many bikes do you have now?
I only have two actually. I have my race bike, my training bike, and then the commuter over there. I mean, I live in a shoebox, so I don't really have a lot of places for my bike. If I have a choice, if I have a bigger place to stay, more for my bike, I would definitely get a gravel and a cyclocross. I mean, the cyclocross season is starting, and I feel like I never did cyclocross races, but I would really like to try it. I feel like it will be good because I run too.
I was about to ask you. So you're also a runner? Because I've seen that you're a Strava.
I run back in high school. I run with mid distance. My 10K in high school is like 36 minutes.
That's fast.
Yeah, I mean, not as fast as I was on the bike, but no. It's a decent.
Listen to me. My 10K PR is like 39 minutes. All right. 36 is fast.
Yes, it's not bad.
I don't know many people who run 36 minutes 10Ks.
Yeah, that's back in high school, and
which probably put you at like a 16 high 5K.
If my high school, I never did 5K. My fastest 5K is within that 10K. So I never actually did a 5K, but I did 1K time trials, like 250, 249, something like that. 1K. 1 mile, I think I did. I don't remember. Like, it's definitely sub 5 for something, but I don't remember.
Yeah, I'm like, when I was back in the days, I was like a 440, 450 mile.
Yeah. I never did mile because mile is not a thing in China. So, so we did 1K and I did 10K. I never did a half. I did a half in Chicago beginning of this year. I did like 125 or something. I wasn't pushing. I was doing like a tempo run and
I wasn't pushing under 125. Do you know how many people I've ever done a 125? 125 is like me going balls to the wall, grinding my teeth and doing everything I could do. That's pretty solid.
I'm light, so I'm kind of built for running. It's an advantage if you're light and you're running. The thing about me is like my heart rate is not up there, but my muscle is sore because the motor control pattern between running and cycling is so different. I actually made a video on TikTok talking about it, why runners and cyclists kind of don't transfer the same fitness between each other.
Well, I don't know if this is what you think or this is the rule, because from my experience, I can see that people, they can be a good runner and become an amazing cyclist.
Yeah.
You could be an amazing cyclist and suck at running.
Yeah, it happens.
It don't translate.
They don't translate.
Because I've seen many amazing cycles and they can't run a mile in 8
No,
minutes.
yeah,
But
because
other way around, because I used to be a runner, right? I'm Jamaican, all about speed. Then I finally went up from like a 5K to a 10K, then to a half, a full. Then I run ultras. As I mentioned before, I did like 7 marathons in 7 days. I've done
that's so impressive.
31 half in 31 days.
That's so impressive.
I've been running from 31 until I was 38. On my birthday, I get up and I run my age in miles.
Bro, that's
on my midnight, like literally midnight, I get up and I run until morning. And then afterwards, I go home. My wife would meet me and then we'll hang with the kids, whatever. But when my daughter was born, we run home together. See that middle of the top right there? It says birthday run. My wife made me that when I was 36.
Oh my God.
That's what that's about.
You're cruising.
Yeah. So then, and then I really wanted a bike in Miami. Did my fellowship, couldn't afford a bike, and I came here. And now I have all these bikes because I can afford them now. So I got into biking. And you said something very interesting about, you have to prove yourself. And then once you prove yourself, then people like open arms. And again, competitively, you're correct. Because again, I've been to UFC Wednesday Night Ride.
Yeah.
Okay. So in the beginning, I could never go to Wednesday Night Ride.
Yeah.
Because of my kids. Because of my kids was at home. And I was biking out. I got, I was putting in the miles. I think I was all right. And then I would show up to Wednesday Night Ride with Jamaican rum.
Oh.
And I would never ride. So people thought in the beginning that maybe this guy can't ride. One guy's like, oh, you should. One guy said to me, man, I thought you were a sham because one day you show up to Wednesday Night Ride on your mountain bike. I'm like, I think this guy's about to ask for a cigarette or a beer or whatever. And I'm like, and he's like, he was kind of judging me, which is fine. Yeah. It's okay. I had dreadlocks and all the different things. Jumping on this ragged mountain bike. And they're like, oh, maybe he's ask for whatever. And then my friend was like, hey, you come here, people love the rum and great, you need to come to the ride. Like, I can't come to the ride because I just don't have, my kids are home.
Yeah.
And I'm 3 blocks away. And I'm a cyclist. I don't want to hang out with other cyclists. And I was learning different people. Anyway, so finally, I had a chance to go to Wednesday Night Ride. If you've been on the ride, there's like 5 sprint points.
Yeah.
And my first time going Wednesday Night Ride, I won 3 of them. And then they were like, oh, so you can actually ride. And then since then, I'm more accepted.
See, we have this
same story,
exactly,
right? Because you have to kind of prove yourself to people.
Yeah.
And then once you prove yourself, then it's like, okay. And then after over time, I go there, I pull, I go, I'm at the front, I win sprint 1 or 2 in every group in the ride, at least win 1 whenever I go and blah, blah. And then finally, just like you when you had that euphoric moment of winning that ride, about 2 months ago, I won all 5. So, and they're like,
you're good,
right? The last one I went on 2 weeks ago, I won 3, and the 2 got called out because of traffic. And they're like, and this is just how human nature work, right? You kind of have to prove yourself for people to accept you. But once you're in the group, you're in the group.
Yes.
Okay, and then again, if you're a commuter cyclist, it's a different story. But we're men. We're competitive.
Yeah, competitive.
It is what it is.
That's a culture.
It's just a culture. All right. It don't make Chicago a bad place. We're competitive. But we do this because we love it and it's fun and it's great and I have amazing people. Isn't that right? And man, you can't beat this place.
No.
Right.
Yeah. It's awesome.
And so you've done Wednesday Night Ride. Have you done any other group ride in town? I mean, you see you're busy, but
yeah, I've been doing Lighthouse. That's pretty much what I did Wednesday night at Lighthouse. I tried to do some of the Saturday ride with the Evolution, but sometimes, it's too early, it's too up north. So I kind of just do it myself. I just do long endurance ride myself. I've been riding myself all this time, but I like Wednesday night ride. Lighthouse, I stopped doing it for a couple weeks. It's getting a little, it's not as intensive as a Wednesday night ride. So
right. And again, I have not gone on a Lighthouse ride this year so far because it's just kind of sketchy.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was like,
it's just.
I don't want to use the word, but
I'm going to use it because
I agree.
People know. I mean, there's too many risks.
Yeah.
Wednesday night ride, we know each other, we protect each other, but it's just like I've been in a couple of those rides and it's just like too many sketchiness.
Yeah,
it's just not worth it.
It's very sketchy.
And then there's crashes and stuff. And I'm like. Wednesday night ride, we had some crashes this year, and almost all the crashes were actually in one night, and it's because the road is wet.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I was out there.
And then
Yeah, one
guy crashed 2 times.
Yeah, I heard that.
Right, and then the other guy he almost crashed one time and then he crashed again. So it was literally 3 crashes between 2 people.
Yeah,
right, because everybody was like caution and whatever.
Yeah, it's wet.
But
it's
Wednesday night actually it's pretty decent, right? And it's
people know
pushing is fast. We got sprint points. We got all the different things. And Bolitas, man, it's fantastic, but it's just too sketchy, man.
Yeah, it's too sketchy. That's the difference between Florida, right, and Chicago, right? Florida, we have this very tight-knit community. We all know each other because it's a small town. So all these rides we organized, it's very, very well organized. It's like people know what to do. If this is a fast ride, we do fast, and people are disciplined. So that's what I like about Florida.
Mind you, I've nothing against Lighthouse Ride. I mean, I've merged groups a couple of times and end up finishing my ride with them and stuff. But again, it's just like,
it's not as organized. Where, I mean, pick your own risk.
Exactly.
That's what we sign up for.
Exactly. So how are you? What's your thoughts? And so we have seen this big transition of people, going from 25 mil tire to 28 to 30, 32. What tire size are you running on your bikes now?
I'm running 28 front and back, but I used to do 23 when I was back in China. Because that's like that's like 5-6 years ago. All the people are like, oh, these thinner tires make you fast because all the track bikes are like the actual track bikes. I mean, like the fixed gear ones, they're like 19 or
right.
So everyone's like, oh, I want to do that. So I kind of did that, and now I transition mostly because of comfort. The biggest difference I experienced in cycling, not only the group but also the road. The road in China are fantastic. They're so smooth. They're like silk. In the United States, all the potholes, especially Chicago.
Isn't China famous for silk?
Yeah.
So no pun intended. It's smooth like silk.
Yeah. So the silk, that's part of our history. But also our construction, the infrastructure is so new or so good. So when I came to say, it's like, what the hell is happening with all the road? Like, are these even road? I thought those are gravel.
Culture shock, right?
Right. And I kind of figured why people are doing gravel here, because these roads are for gravel. These are not for road bike. But now I'm used to it. And last time I went back home, we were riding these pretty fucked up road in China. I was like, this is nothing. It feels like a regular ride to me.
I'm good. I'm used
yeah.
to this.
So I kind of transitioned from 23 to 25, eventually now to 28. It does make a difference. It's more comfort.
Yeah. I'm all about 28s now. I discovered 28s. I'm like, this is where I'm at. This is where it's at.
Yeah, and I've seen data is like,
because of contact ratio and all these things, they're doing all the calculations and error and all the
Yeah.
I mean, no pros are running like 30s now. Like,
The gap is really wide now between the forks and stuff. But it's a trend. I would say I'm adapting the trend. I like wider tires. Weight doesn't really matter that much, especially in Chicago. So the wider tires, a little bit more weight, like 50 grams. It doesn't really matter that much for.
At maybe at our level, yeah, we don't really care about 50 grams.
It's more of a comfort and feeling, and also like confident when you're cornering, especially in the. I don't do crit, but I know people do feel the more grip. And the confidence when they're cornering with the wider tire. So that's another thing. I like wider tires, but the thing is now all these rims are going tubeless. With a wider tire, you need to fit that into the rims. Some of the rims really give me a difficult time to put on the tire.
You're doing tubeless now, or you're still running tubes?
I'm still running tubes, but I'm on the tubeless rim. So that's giving me a lot of trouble putting on the tires. I really need to train my fingers.
All right. Well, if you need help, I can give you some suggestions, because I've seen people that struggle with certain rims. And when I help them change a tire, I put it on. There's some little tricks you can actually do. Depending on where the tread and all these things are, it will make a big difference.
Yeah. So, practice makes
permanent.
Yeah.
That's what I learned. Practice makes permanent.
Practice makes permanent.
In high school, people say practice makes permanent, but my physics professor told me, Omar, practice makes permanent, because once you learn it, it's there forever.
Exactly.
Practice makes permanent.
It's a skill. Putting on tires, it's an excellent skill to learn.
Yeah. So you say you're thinking about doing some cyclocross because you're in, so you probably want to kick butts in that for sure. Do you ever think you do like a triathlon someday, or do you swim? Do you swim? No, triathlon. Like, do you swim?
Oh, triathlon. I tried swimming when I was in Florida. I wasn't fast, so I didn't enjoy it as much. I think I did it. I did 1500. I forgot the time, like 28, 29 minutes. So it's like very mid. And I didn't really enjoy swimming in the pool. Lap by lap by lap, it was pretty boring for me, so I kind of stopped. I thought about doing triathlon, but the thing is, I'm so small. My size, look at all those triathlon, like Christian Blumenfeld. Like they're huge dudes, and they're pushing 300, 400 watts easily.
You could be like one of those shrimp. There's some shrimp that's supposed to be with the more powerful things on the planet. So they are like a big crazy punch. That could be you.
Yeah,
You're small, but you're potent.
Yeah, I'm more of a dual athlete. Just running and cycling, swimming. I'll consider it.
Well, there's duathlons, so maybe I'd love to see you do some duathlons.
Yeah. It would be a good option for me. I'm trying to keep my fitness high. I haven't run for a while, but I can still run if I want.
Yeah, I haven't run for a while either. I've run 1 mile for the year.
I'm about the same.
my goal for this year is to run 25 miles. I might not hit it, but I'm really enjoying cycling.
Yeah, same.
I'm just
same. It's different feeling.
In a beautiful place. It's cycling.
Yeah.
And I build all my bikes. I maintain all my bikes. I do all the work. Everything is here. I basically build and do everything myself.
Yeah, on bike, you really have more opportunity to build the bond with people.
Yeah.
In this community, it's a long ride. You can easily go out for 3-4 hours.
Coffee stop is just the best part about it.
Exactly. You got a coffee stop.
And beer.
Yeah, exactly. I love the part when we finish the Wednesday night ride, go to 7-Eleven.
Oh, we have church.
Oh, yeah, church. Yes.
This is hanging out, us chatting and catching up, and it's just the most beautiful time.
It's just the thing you don't experience in school. So it's like my two identities not fighting each other. It's just two identities. School me, I think the people in school see me differently from the people in the cycling community. I'm a totally different person when I was on bike. I was telling all my friends at school, if you see me on bike, I'm a different person. Don't.
Well, it's pretty amazing because the rule is that you have three sides. You got your side when you're with your friends, by yourself, when you're with family, or people like friends, like professionals. So we all have three different. So what you see here, it's all different. It's pretty amazing. Now when you're by yourself, you're a different person.
It's a different person.
With your family, and when you're in profession with your friends, different.
Yeah, I just enjoy seeing myself in different environment. I kind of experienced it since high school because, like I said, not many Chinese students, they have hobbies outside of school. So when I discovered my love for cycling, I was in this community with all the cyclists and like students. Like all these people are so much older than me. I was hanging out with people who are in their 40s, 50s. They're like my dad's age, but we are such good friends. Like
I did when I was growing up, I did the same thing too because I realized that I didn't have much to learn from people my age.
Yeah.
So when in Jamaica, when I was growing up, all the people I hung out with could be my dad, uncle, grandfather, great grandfather, and I've learned so much from these these guys. So I'm like kind of an old soul a little bit, but man, hanging out with older people, you get to learn.
You learn so
much, and you get to really grow up. Because I was like a checkers player when I was as a kid. So when people come to my uncle's shop to play checkers, there's some grandmasters there. So if you want to play a grandmaster, if you can't beat me, they'll never play you. Because like you can't beat Omar, I wouldn't don't waste my time.
Yeah, those experiences are so amazing. Like just hanging out with different people. Because I kind of never get along with people at my same age. I just never get along. Especially after cycling. I just see the bigger world. Like more people, they're in different areas of the world. Some of them are doing this, some are doing that. Some of them go to school, some of them don't go to school. So I kind of got experience of society at the early age, like you said, like a older soul. But it really benefits me. Like it shaped me. Now I'm doing physical therapy. I need my patients are all kind of people. I like to be with people. Like I can't get along with any people coming into the clinic. That's kind of skill I developed as I'm just exploring my way in the cycling community.
I mean, and plus for your profession, you need to be a people person anyway. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah. So I like you said, some of them could be my dad, some of them could be my grandpa, but still, I just get along with them. I can talk with them. I can just share whatever we have conversations. But I don't think, especially in China, not many of the students had the similar skills I had. They're just in their groups, which China is like, you just study. Here, you focus on a lot of your resume stuff. You want to do extracurricular. You want to be versatile. You want have a lot of skills. But in China, it's all about studying. So all these students are so much in their group, so niche. They never step out of their comfort zone.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's another reason I never get along with them, because to me,
you were just built different from the beginning.
Thanks to cycling.
Yeah.
Thanks to this opportunity.
So when you moved from Florida to here in Chicago, so is there any obstacles you face as a cyclist in Chicago? Or there's none, but is there anything that you think, that you...
I think the biggest one is just I don't get to ride with many people because I'm downtown. It's just I don't have the chances. It's not the...
So there's no biking group like close to downtown, or people that like from maybe OK Cycling or United, Chicago United, or Touring, or Specialized Store, Indigo. I mean, they're like in a downtown area.
Yeah, I mean, there are a couple of people. I ride, but not many. I sometimes ride with them, but our time schedule, the schedule is really difficult, and also just not a good place to ride in downtown when our schedule fits, because it's like after work, like the Lakefront Trail is like jammed after work. It's not really a good place to ride. I usually do morning. I would do it before school. So I get like 4 o'clock in the morning and start my ride at 5 o'clock.
Well, if you weren't so far downtown, you could ride with Cortada, because every morning I bike at 5 o'clock in the morning. I leave at like 5 in the morning. And 7:30 I'm back home, and that include coffee stop. Yeah, you have to do coffee stop with Cortada. I mean, it's called Cortada. So
yeah, when I first came to Chicago, Jeff Linders, we were talking. He's like, "Oh, you can come to Cortado." I was like, "Oh, where is that?" He's like, "Oh, Evanston." Oh my God, it takes me an hour to get to the start point of the ride, and it started at 5. It was like,
not gonna work.
Not gonna work.
Yeah.
So that's unfortunate, but I'm kind of used to it, just riding myself. It's so nice to get some Wednesday night ride or Lighthouse or any group ride occasionally. It just takes too much effort. It really takes too much effort just to get to the start point and get back. It's
well, hopefully that can get fixed. Maybe because I mean, once you finish school, I'm thinking I might end up leaving Chicago anyway. So maybe you can go back to Gainesville or something. I don't know. So
let's see where the future brings
you. Yeah. So anything you want to leave? Any motivational thing? Like what keeps you going?
Like I said. And like Omar was saying, the community is such an important concept to me. I feel like my experience as a cyclist or as a student or as a person is shaped by all these people in my community. And not only cycling community, but also, like you said, we have 3 kind of faces: family, friends, and professional. So all these different communities kind of intertwined and help me to be who I am. In terms of cycling, like I said, it's such a diverse and inclusive group. All these people who genuinely want to help you as a cyclist, no matter who you are outside of cycling, no matter how old are you, because I'm always the youngest in the group. When I was back home, it's like 15, 16. All these people are like double my age and stuff. They don't care. Like, we're cyclists, right? If you make a mistake, I'm gonna throw some shit on you because you made a mistake. It doesn't matter how old
as a group.
So. Yeah. But in school, it's like everybody's trying to take care of you because you're younger. It's different. So I love this inclusive and truly like people are equal in this community, and also the way like we've been talking about the competitive group, this kind of community, this kind of culture really kind of just boosts me from keep working on my fitness, keep working on who I am as a competitive athlete. I only started to kind of call myself an athlete after I came to States because, like I said, in China, it's not competitive as a student and an athlete. So this community really gave me the confidence to face who I am. So I really appreciate this concept of community in cycling and also in school. Only after I got into this physical therapy program and started to actually talk with, get along with people around my age. I'm still the youngest person in the class. I'm like the youngest admitted in a couple, 20, 30 years or something. But these people around me, we share the same interest. We're in physical therapy. We know each other. We're studying the same stuff. We're going through the same exam. And people all have their views on something far away, something in the future. They have high views. They know things. So this really helps me to kind of see where I will be in the future, like as a physical therapist, as a healthcare profession. It's really, that's another perspective of my community. I really try to be as close as possible in this community as an opposition. As when I was in high school, I was kind of away from school. I was kind of trying to avoid all these people in school because I don't see them being in my community.
Gotcha.
I see these people being another community that I don't want to be in. But here in PT school at Northwestern, I'm fortunate that I want to be in this community and I see myself improve myself in the community. I think the point of being with group, being with people is try to find the way that you all could improve together.
Right.
That's very important in terms of personal relationship connections. I really like to be with people who I see myself could, we will improve together. We will become better if we have this
it's kind of a very synergistic relationship.
Yes,
that
exactly.
You see yourself.
So this is my concept of being a community, and it only developed because of cycling, only developed because of physical therapy. And that's kind of like the motivation why I'm here, why I'm sitting here, why I'm in the United States, why I'm becoming a physical therapist in the future. It's all about all my friends who's helping me. So I was like, Omar and all these people in cycling community, I really appreciate you all.
Well, we're going to keep on helping you because when you become famous and buy a yacht, I want to be in that yacht. So,
and also, I like to provide physical therapy to all cyclists.
Exactly.
So in all these group rides, like, do you have any pain? Let's take a look at it. Let's take a look at it. I want to help you. That's like my original thought. I want to help people because people are helping me.
Yeah.
I've received so much help, like from all over the place. I've received so much kindness. So I want to help people back.
Yeah.
That's why I wanted to become a physical therapist.
I share your sentiments, because we have there's a famous poem that says, no man is an island, no man stands alone. We need people and people need us. Yeah. And this is what make the ball rolling, right? As I always tell my kids, you got to keep the ball rolling like a dung beetle.
I totally agree. We're human beings.
Yeah, let's keep it
destined
rolling.
To be in the society.
Be a good person to yourself and to others, and everything else will fall into place.
I totally agree. Yeah.
So does your parents ride bikes, or they're just
no? They don't do any sports. I'm like the only person in the entire family who do sports.
Do you have
which is
siblings?
Weird. No, I was born at the time of one child policy. So all my friends in school, one child, the only kid in the family. I mean, now they don't have it. They lift it off, but not many people want more kids because it's so expensive. Yeah. Yes, and
I have 5. So welcome to my world.
Right, in China, it's a little crazy at that time when I was born. It, like I said, not common people doing sports.
Gotcha. Well, hey, we've learned a lot. I mean, I don't know what else I can actually cover, but man, you said a lot, and I learned so much about you from your days of getting beer in a bag that you can just buy with a straw, which is just pretty awesome. All the amazing number ones you've been in your life academically and riding bikes, and how you went from China to Florida. Now you're in Chicago and still doing cycling, still having fun, helping people. And I can feel I can feel his passion. And if you guys watch this, I mean, I can feel that he's very sincere in what he's saying, right? I feel that. So guys, we have someone like Max in the network. You're going to see him on the bike path. You're probably going to see him if he has some free time. It might become one of his patients in the future. You never know. but again, this is what it's all about, right? It doesn't matter where you're from, what background, where you look like, your skin color, your size, gravel bike, cyclocross, triathlon, whatever you are. We're all here in Chicago, and this is why Chicago is a beautiful place. And we have explants, we have implants. People come, they go, but we just keep the scene a very beautiful, beautiful place. And man, Chicago, we're very fortunate to have Max here. Okay. And many other people, we're all very fortunate. Whether you go to Critical Mass or you go Wednesday Night Ride or Touring or whatever, Triplex, there's so many groups in Chicago, but we make it work. So before we go, you want to leave anybody anything that you want to say to the crowd, to the people? Anybody, anything?
I appreciate you all. If you meet me on the trail or whatever, say hi. I'm more than glad to ride with any of you all, and I really appreciate this community.
He said it. Okay, guys, until we meet again, let's keep the miles and smile going. One love. We're about to go have some red stripe now. Peace.